Steve, are you going to lead us in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mailbag segment.
What is it? Is it a segment?
Segment.
Okay.
I think that's
Nate, you want me to do it?
I'm okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to see if you're sleeping.
Okay, I'm good.
Segment 4, I think, for the day.
Okay. Mailbag for the Mancini specifically.
Yes.
Hey, I had over 25 of these. I had to narrow it down to 4.
Yeah, I mean, we put it out there. Mancini's going to be on.
I
blowing us up.
I don't know how many Mancinis there are in the Tri-County area. Crushing my email inbox about you guys. So you guys,
cousins,
oh yeah. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
You start.
Okay, this one is from Jim the Builder at gmail.com, and Jim the Builder wants to know if you're both head coaches, who's in charge of collecting and ordering uniforms?
Him.
Frank is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Simple.
That's good.
That's
That's good. So, you're not sure, but just wanted to throw it out there.
Right.
Go ahead, Stevie.
All right, this one is from Joe. My daughter is a golf pro at yahoo.com. Frank, what was your greatest victory over Dom?
I think it was that Dogwood golf course. He spiked me, and I was bleeding with a tourniquet, and then I jumped on top and was pounding his head with a true power half. It was a good show for the other golfers. I'd say,
there's 2 questions here too because
what kept me in that?
Yeah.
What kept me in that was back when steel spikes were popular.
Oh, yeah.
So I popped him in the knee. So blood squirting out of his knee. But man, when he took me down, I just couldn't get out. And man, the punches in the back of the head. I mean, I just remember walking down the fairway like this, and then I look over and he's got a towel wrapped around his knee, and there's blood stains down his ankle.
Beautiful.
I lost, but I scored.
Yeah,
I scored points.
That's right,
I scored points.
He knew he had a match.
Was that a charity outing?
Joe, my daughter's a golf pro, also wants to know, Dom, what's your greatest victory over Frank then? It doesn't necessarily have to be wrestling. It could be anything. What do you think?
It was hard to beat Frank in anything because what he would do is say, I'll give you for instance, all right, we're going to, we're playing racquetball. Okay, so we're playing racquetball, and I start beating him games.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he says, this is like we're in high school, and he says, I'm going to win the next game. He would say, I'm going to win the next game, and because if I don't, I'm going to beat you up. So then I got to sit there and I got to think to myself, all right, so do I want to win again?
Yeah.
Okay. Or do I want to lose and maybe win another way?
Yeah.
So I started thinking, okay, I'm not gonna beat him and get beat up here. Right. So I let Frank win, and then when we go into the locker room, and he gets undressed, he's gonna go in the sauna or the shower. That's when I take his car keys. Take his car keys, drive the car home, take the phone off the hook. Man, there's no cell phones.
Oh yeah,
back
no
then.
cell phones.
So now who won?
Yeah,
right?
you did.
I won.
You did.
Smart.
Guess what?
No, but that's not the end of the story.
Well, yeah. So
I think I won.
no, you didn't win. No, because I mean, you broke the door. You broke the door trying to knock, but I was locked in the bathroom, and then you started.
He locked himself in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
a victory.
Well,
I think.
So
I like it.
it's not always about the W. Sometimes it's about coming out a little bit ahead.
Okay, and that day you did. Huh?
I did.
Yeah.
That day
Okay.
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one here. I don't know who this is from. It says from you know who at AOL.com. And it says this is really Frank. And it says Frank, what's the best thing you've ever witnessed Dom do? In all fairness, let's just be positive here. What's the best thing you ever seen your brother Dom accomplish? Dom, same thing for Frank. Be positive here because you're competing with everything. Got to be some things that you guys over both your careers have been pretty impressive.
Well, I think what Dom did for his kids, took them all over the country wrestling. Sacrificed a lot of time and money. Got involved in a lot of organizations, and he really paved the way. Nick being a little older than my two, I saw what he was doing. I just did the same thing, except in a different sport. So I think that's his greatest accomplishment. I mean, he had 2 successful sons, not just wrestling, but school, and Nick being an All-American, and Vince going to be an engineering graduate at YSU soon. I took the lead of what he was doing, so I think that's his greatest accomplishment.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Don,
Yeah.
what about you?
Oh, Frank has laid the foundation for being competitive.
Okay.
I mean, it all started with him. I mean, even I have conversations with my nephew and stuff. You know, we'll be laughing. He'll be like, "Why did he pick wrestling?" You know, like we were so competitive from day one. But he was the guy who set the tone. So it was like you're always either chasing after him, or I mean, even now, you know, we got Nick, who really, by all means, just accomplished the best thing that, you know, any of our kids or we did, being All-American. But he can't beat Frank in wrestling. He come in the room to wrestle Frank still wins.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still, nobody's beaten him because he's always maintained that high level standard of competition. So it's like, you know, that is never going to stop. His standard just keeps going up and up and up, and you just got to keep staying with him. I mean, so that's the big thing that,
Raising the bar,
you know,
certainly.
you're never going to have to worry about, you know, setting the bar too low with him around because, you know, he's my older brother. I got to, you know, I'm following his footsteps. I got to chase after him. So, you know, I think that's the biggest thing that he adds to the.
Okay,
to the
those are two great stories, and you have the last one, or do I?
I think I do.
Okay, go ahead.
The holder, this is from the holder of the Mancini recipes at hotmail.com. Who is the better cook, Frank?
Oh, Frank! Oh my God!
Really?
I go to his house for. You kidding me? I mean, he's retired. He has nothing to do. He's
What's your
learned
go-to dish?
Yeah.
He's learned how to cook.
Well,
I mean,
I'm doing ribs really well.
Okay.
I just put in a pizza oven outdoor.
Nice.
Learn how to cook outdoor pizzas. Yeah, I like to dabble.
Okay.
Is there a family sauce?
What's your go-to?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not. I don't.
If you had, obviously you're.
I
far
make
below
Nick
Frank.
makes a great lasagna. So
Okay.
when Nick's home, I make sure that he makes lasagna. He makes a dynamite lasagna. That's
Yeah,
I gotta live off of his. cooking 'cause I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So
good.
that's really Frank's world there.
That's Frank's world. Yeah,
Okay.
he wins
All right.
that.
All right, hey, we're going to stop here with mailbag. We got one more segment. We're going to talk about really all the great things that Boardman's been doing over the last couple of years and what the team looks like this year.